I want to begin by saying a big thanks to Kath for organising and putting on such a lovely event. It's been a fantastic day. Kath, you should be really, really proud of yourself. Gavin, good hair. It's an honour to be asked to be someone's best man, even if that man is Gavin. I absolutely jumped at the chance to do this when Gavin asked me and offered a decent fee. As best man, I feel a huge responsibility to deliver. There are so many jobs: carrying the rings, the rehearsals, the suit fittings, organising the stag do, which alone involves some huge tasks like booking 11 return flights to Benidorm, coordinating the whole weekend, and having to sit next to Barry on a plane for 3 hours. It's been a challenge, but I'm flattered to have been asked, particularly when you consider the other great candidates for the job. We've got Rob, another best mate of Gavin's. Give him a round of applause. Generous, brilliant guy, great guy, and much more normal than me, apart from his sex addiction.
Yes! He said it. He said it.
You can learn so much. Right. Second up, we've got Liam, Gary's brother. Give a round of applause. Gary's brother, who is reliable, good with money, and actually has the same face as Gavin. I suppose what ultimately led Gavin to choose me for his best man and deliver this speech was the fact that I've always been a great friend. I have a long shared history with him, and I currently work as a stand-up comedian. Gavin is by far my oldest friend. We've known each other since the 80s, which is the time of Back to the Future, the A-Team, Margaret Thatcher, and AIDS. Way before Kath was even on his radar, and most notably, years before Alan Partridge was invented. As far back as I can remember, Gavin has always been in my life. Most people's first memories are of being a toddler playing in the garden or a birthday party, but mine, it's just of Gavin's face. Staring at me. Nagging me. Our association is so long running now, we couldn't stop being friends even if we tried. I accepted that a long time. It's crazy to think that that little boy I knew from the 1980s is sat there now, getting married. It's absolutely absurd, you know, and there's nothing else that so strikingly reminds me of how far we've moved on in our lives. Which brings me on to the lovely Kath. Or should I say, Mrs. May I sincerely say, Kath, that you look absolutely stunning today. Yeah, round of applause. Best mate, Gavin, I'm smug on your behalf. I'm smug that not only found someone who can tolerate you, but is prepared to spend the rest of her life with you. All I can think is her fee is much higher than mine. You get that? Good? 5 years later. Kath is wonderful, and she's obviously, we all know she's such a great cat. She's so intelligent and attractive and lovely to be around, and has an incredibly successful career. It's no surprise my dad's always fancied her.
Yes!
Again, not her. I must point out though, Kath, this is a good time to say this, that despite all your qualities, I've got to say this. I think now is the perfect time for me to tell you that in all seriousness, I hate you. Yes, I detest you. You have been a thorn in my side for 8 years. Right? When I graduated, right, from university, I had big plans for Gabby, baby, right? I was a horny 21-year-old, right? I was ready to tear it up with the boy, right? How dare you take away my best friend's single status when I was about to make him embrace it, okay? He was supposed to be my wingman, my eligible bachelor, the Starsky to my Butch, the Richard Keys to my Andy Gray. Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that you instantly made Gavin so much more mature and calm and patient, liberal, laid back, tolerant, tolerable, honest, generous, thinner, nicer, free-thinking, happier, confident, sexier, kinder, cultured, cleaner, fitter, financially more stable, friendlier, wittier, then I'd be really annoyed. Obviously, I'm joking, Kath, because Gavin obviously would have made a terrible winner. It was clear from day one that Gavin and Kath were perfect for each other. I've never seen two people so perfectly matched. It's freakish, right? Like, and today is great. Today's amazing. It's a special and fantastic way to acknowledge your commitment to each other. I can see that. But could anyone really in this room have ever doubted that these two people would spend the rest of their lives together? I really don't think so, right? And it's been a pleasure to see your relationship develop. From the first moment you met, the Gavin drunk, dancing topless in Flair's nightclub, and not remembering what Kath looked like the next day, to your first date, where things progressed so quickly thanks to the versatility of a ship on sky. To your behaviour at so many barbecues, with Gavin bouncing off the walls on vodka Red Bull, when Kath, so drunk she developed the ability to have an in-depth intellectual discussion with a tree. To Gavin taking Kath up the mountain for a romantic proposal. All great memories, and I look forward to so many more. But okay, let's not get too sentimental, okay? Because as Gavin's best man, I realise I'm obliged at this point in the speech to dedicate a moment to telling you all some really embarrassing stories, okay, about the previous women in his life, all the stuff he got up to, okay? Yeah. So strap yourselves in, here goes, all the women, okay, here goes. Gavin has no track record. No female history whatsoever. In fact, the only dirt I've got to ditch for Gavin is from the stag do. No, that's not really true, I'm just saying it. When Kath met Gavin, he was an inexperienced, virginal man-child. Walking blindfold through a horny, swelling field of voluptuous eroticism. and now with him getting married, it feels strange. Reconciling this naive little boy to the maturity and seriousness of marriage. For me, it really should make this occasion feel a little hard, and quite strange. Because as Gavin's best man, as his best friend, and a young and virile man, I should be saying, no! Don't do it! Don't settle down, you silly boy! Stay free! Follow my path! Please, follow me, a ladies' man! I'm on about town, a 21st century man whore, I'm living it Raj! I'm getting out there, still a bachelor, weighing up my options, yeah, baby, see what's going down! Variety is the spice of life, Gabby, baby, woo! Enjoy celibacy, Cage,
Awkward! No, no, stand up with him.
Why is it that on this occasion today, here, I feel totally inadequate? And those words feel completely hollow. Why is it that I feel Gavin has so much more to teach me about affection, love, and intimacy than I have to teach him? And why do I feel like I'm the one who's missing out? Such a softie, I can't. Because in front of us now are two people who fulfill each other in every single way. And this makes a fool of anyone who thinks the path to happiness can be found through a series of shallow and meaningless experiences.
Callers!
sentimental gene, Dad.
Come on.
Come on, Lewis.
Go on, man up your pussy.
That's facts here. A unique and special bond is something people can spend a lifetime trying to find. I love you both very much, and if you don't make me godfather to your first child, I'll be really fucked up. Raise a final toast to Gavin and Kat.
Gavin and Kat. Gavin and Kat.
Cheers. All the best.
This is why I go to every gig.